channel. This is Balogi Steven.
And I am Genome Steven.
Alright guys, so this channel is all about love, relationship, marriage, faith, doing it God's way and all that good stuff. So today, Sababe is going to be telling you guys what we're talking about. Sababe,
Yes, ma'am.
what are we talking about today?
So today we want to talk about or asking ourselves the question if we are getting prepared or are we preparing ourselves for the relationships and marriages we've been dreaming about.
Alright.
Yep. So that's what will guide our conversation today.
Okay.
And we hope we're going to have a great time following it. So it is normal to meet young people or people who are not married yet. They have fantasies and dreams and images of what they desire their relationships to look like, and then eventually their marriages. Yeah.
Even people that are married still have
Absolutely.
fantasies of what they dream their marriage should be like.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So the first question I want to ask is: do we think people generally, from interaction, from questions, from observation, do you think people generally are preparing for what they're doing for?
I think some people are now preparing, but I think most people are not. Especially when it comes to relationship and marriage, especially relationship. When it comes to marriage, maybe at least your church will make you do one counseling. Bad as bad, which you go pick one thing.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
But a lot of people do not prepare before they enter relationships.
Okay.
They prepare, those that even prepare at all, prepare when they are inside relationships. A lot of people do not, they don't even understand the kind of relationship they want.
Okay.
So you just like somebody, even the one that get it right, you just like somebody, and you're most likely in the relationship before you start even thinking or asking the question, what kind of relationship do I want?
But why is it like that? Why do we have that?
I don't know. I think maybe people are just a lot of us do not take relationship and marriage as serious as we should, and especially relationship. Marriage, yes, you kind of realize how serious marriage is, but the relationship, as like, forget that is the relationship that leads, that birth is the right word, is the relationship that births the marriage. So what you do in relationship a lot of times will reflect and will show in the marriage. Yeah. So
okay.
what do you think?
Okay. I think same thing. On a general note, people just vibe into relationships because
I knew you were going to use that word.
What many find themselves in is situationships many times, and then they convert it to relationship, and then it doesn't now work. Then they come out of it, and then they enter the cycle 3-4 times before they realize that no,
this is not working.
This is not how relationship ought to happen. I need to be intentional about it. And by that point, by that time, their perspective either towards the man or towards the woman is a bit tampered with. So they have a bias,
towards men, and then you start hearing generalizations.
Exactly.
All men are, all women are.
Exactly. So that's what I think about people preparing or not preparing for what they dream about. All of us want great relationship. Every one of us, we want fantastic relationships and all of that, but we don't sit back to think, okay, what will it cost? What will it take? What should I be doing before that time?
The Bible talks about, if the man that wants to build a house not first counts the cost. So bouncing off of that and what you have said, how would a person know whether you're single or you're already married? How do you know if you're actually preparing or prepared for the marriage you dream about or you dream of?
Okay, one of the most important things you need to ask is what is marriage and what is relationship? And answering that question will let you know what you need to prepare for.
Okay.
So the first question is the first problem is that we don't find the question. That is the first problem. You don't find the correct
You have to,
question.
yeah, because you cannot
know.
answer correctly
Exactly.
a question that you don't
Exactly.
even have.
So until we're able to ask that right question, what is marriage? What is relationship? And just like we just found out here that relationships bets the marriage, we also need to be able to know long before I start relationship that my relationship will actually bet my marriage. So relationship is not a time for let me just enter and swim and come out. No, it's the investment I make for the marriage, what is it?
How do you know if you're preparing or you're prepared?
Okay, yeah. So that's the first thing that we need to do. We need to ask that question and answer it correctly. The second thing is, what will this entail? What am I supposed to be doing? Okay, marriage entails marriage.
So I have a question before you go into that. This, because I was going to say that another question that should be asked also is, what is the marriage of my dreams? But I wanted to ask, are the answers supposed to be the same? What is marriage and what is the marriage of my dreams?
No,
so they are different.
They are different. They are really different. So the second, this question you're asking is very important. In fact, it's very put qualified that it's very important.
It's very
because it tells you the why of your own marriage.
I see.
It tells you the why of your own marriage, because
so
every marriage
has a different why.
Exactly, has their own purpose.
So when I understand the purpose of marriage, then you now ask yourself, and then it also helps you to even know what you are looking out for and know if there's alignment. Because, for example, I remember one thing that was very, and is still very important to my husband. He says a lot when we have family meetings and revisit our vision and goals and all of values, family values and all of that, is a safe marriage. So a marriage of my husband's dream and reality, by the grace of God, is a safe place, a place that he can tell his wife anything without tell me I'm the wife.
This is my wife, please, guys.
Tell me anything without feeling like he would be judged.
Yeah.
So it might not be as important to somebody else. So yes, we understand the general idea of marriage as God intends because he originated it, but it's also important to understand your specific marriage of your dreams because it helps you to know. So if you are like my husband and you want a safe marriage, then you have to start even learning openness and vulnerability and trust. So yeah, thank you for that. Clarifying that.
Okay, I think while you were speaking, I wanted to go back to the first question. While you were speaking, something came out of it. So if asking generally what is marriage tells me who I should not waste my time with.
Yeah.
Since this is what marriage is. I also know that I'm going in with a serious mind.
Yeah.
Not going in to go and
vibe.
Exactly.
Your words.
Exactly. No.
Then I think the next thing after this too is to start asking what it takes on your end to achieve that. Like I said, I think we already kind of touched it. So if I want a safe marriage, that means I need to start learning openness and vulnerability. If I want a happy marriage, I need to learn how to control my emotions and communicate my emotions because your spouse is not a mind reader. If I want a marriage of laughter, then I need to learn not to take things too personal. And
then also how to create happiness.
And create happiness as well. And then it also helps you to know who to be with.
Exactly.
These are things that when you know that this is the kind of marriage that I want, this is what I'm also doing to work towards that marriage. Then when you're going into a relationship or even already in a relationship or marriage, you can then redefine and let your partner know that, look, this is what I want. This is the kind of home that I want. Of course, not something that is against the will of God. You can't come and say, oh, I want a marriage where everybody is facing their business. I'm sorry, that's not a marriage. So your marriage of your dream should be within the context of what God expects of marriage and of you. So you have to know what God expects of marriage and what God expects of you. Then ask yourself, what can I do? What should I be bringing to the table to achieve these things that I want? Don't always put it on the person and expect, oh, what's the person? I don't speak particularly to ladies because I think fairy tales really did us a bad number. because they kind of put the image that there's some prince that is riding on a horse and is coming to rescue you. And what that did to us, as a lot of us as women, is that you put all the responsibility on the man. He should make me happy, he should rescue me from my financial woes, he should, put this on my table, put that, because in all the fairy tales the prince came and took, Cinderella or Rapunzel or everybody out of their misery. So instead of asking what is he always going to bring to the table, what are you also going to bring to make sure your marriage is of your dreams?
Yeah, great. Something else that I will point out is that if you've already, this everything we've said is alien to you,
and you're already inside the
it's not too
relationship
late.
or marriage.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
too late. It's not too late
Never too
to reevaluate and
Yeah,
begin to take the necessary
Right
steps.
never too
Yes, it's never too late to salvage or to realign your
Realign.
relationship or your marriage.
Marriage.
Yes. Any last question you want to ask?
No, I think that's it. So go back to it. What we've talked about basically is having a vision for your relationship and your marriage in the quote of marriage of your dreams. But at the end of the day, it kind of like leads you into the
Exactly.
vision that you have for your relationship and for your marriage.
Exactly.
So this was a great topic. Thanks, babe. Pride.
Always.
All right, guys. Let us know what
Are
you
there? Okay.
go on.
Okay. So the last thing I'll say as we wrap up this conversation is that you cannot birth your marriage or dream without God. God must be in the center of it because He's the creator of the institution. So your dreams, just like she had said earlier, I just wanted to emphasize that you cannot have a dream that is outside the person that creates marriage.
Yeah.
Your dream will just be a
We'll
dream.
just crumble, yeah.
It will be something that will never happen. So you cannot separate God from it, and by separating God, it means that by not separating God, it means that you have to run those your dreams or that your dream by Him in the place of prayer and the Word.
All right. Thank you for the beautiful topic and for always being here. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, to like this video if you enjoyed watching it, and to be a blessing by sharing this to one person. Let us know what you think of the topic and any other thoughts you have in the comments. We love to read every one of your comments, and by the grace of God, respond to every one of your comments. All right, guys. See you in the next video. Have a great weekend and week. Bye.
And remember to be the light.
Oh shit, that's why we are adjusting your clothes.